Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Cross here, back with another video today. And, there's not much going on today, but first thing I want to say is that I had to splice two gameplays together because I randomly stopped recording in the middle of the first gameplay. I don't know what happened. It's just, sometimes things like that happen. So if you will notice it, that I kind of go into like another game midway through this game. I'll just go ahead and let you know that the second half of the game that I was, like, the first gameplay, I didn't do that hot anyway. We ended up winning, though. I think I went, like, negative, so it doesn't really matter. You didn't miss much anyway. But basically, I just wanted to explain, like, why, there's that real weird, like, discrepancy in the, I don't know, discrepancy is not the right word, but there's that real weird cut in the middle of it. Anyway, today's, I guess, voter registration day or whatever. I might as well go ahead and talk about it because there's nothing else to talk about, frankly, today. And I don't know. I think I made a video on this, but I don't know if I ever posted it. So if this is just like a repeat of that discussion, then I'm sorry. But hey, I just want to talk about something. There's nothing else going on today. So anyway, basically, I think, everybody is kind of in this state of mind right now where they think everybody needs to vote. And I think, one thing that's very odd about people is that they say it's your constitutional right and you need to vote, right? Like, you're not an American if you don't vote. But the thing is, it's just as much your constitutional right to vote as it is not to vote, because you could choose not to vote. I mean, yeah, you could take advantage of something that we get to do that other people don't get to do, but if you, like, really don't want to vote, and there's nobody that you like, then you don't have to vote, right? You don't have to do it. Nobody's making you do it. It doesn't make you any better of a person by voting. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, your vote matters, but I would tell you to vote in something that you are passionately, like, sincere about. Like, don't just vote for someone because, you like them more than the other person as, like, kind of like a better of two evils thing. I mean, write someone in that you truthfully believe is going to do the best job that that this country could have, right? And that's my thing, is I'm not going to vote for either of these two guys, I can tell you that. But the person I vote for is probably not going to win, and I know they're not going to win, actually, because I'm probably going to write in myself or something. But the thing is, like, you don't have to vote. Like, people are so judgmental about that, and I don't know why. Hey, it makes no sense, because, I mean, if you seriously just don't want to vote, then why would you? I mean, why would you cast your vote if you think your vote is not important, right? You know what I mean? Like, if you think that you're uninformed on the topics, you think you're uninformed on politics and what's going on and the candidates, then I don't know why you would want to vote anyway. I mean, I don't know why people would care if you voted. You're literally uninformed about what's going on, and you don't want to make an ignorant, vote. And that is respectable if you say that and you don't. I mean, but people are just like, you gotta vote. It doesn't matter what what you know about the whole situation. You gotta vote. It's just kind of stupid to me. But, it's kind of a random thing to go on a tangent about, but that's just how I see it. Like, people are making such a big deal out of the whole voting thing, and you don't need to vote, right? And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you should vote. Maybe it's, like, very important that everybody votes. I know it's important that everybody votes, but I don't know that it's that important, right? I feel like the only reason that you would vote for, like, a third-party candidate that you know is not going to win or write yourself in is just to show that, you got the power to vote, and that it keeps the politicians in check, and they know that, if they make a mistake, there's, like, this many people there that are, like, kind of on the I guess the edge of the line between Democrat and Republican, and they can, fall either way and kind of go against them. So I don't know, it's a little weird, that's for sure, but I'm definitely not going to vote for the two major candidates unless something changes a lot here soon, because neither of them really, like, meet anything that I would like in a president. And then, at this point, they're both getting kind of old. I'm kind of concerned about their health, both of them. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't know if both of them can make it through another term, but I guess you kind of have to look at the vice presidents if you think like that, and I do, and neither of their vice presidents really get me going either. I mean, ultimately, I'm just not a big fan of anybody in the last few presidential elections. I don't know why I said few. The last two presidential elections especially, I have not been very, like, inclined to to vote for either like candidates, even though it doesn't matter because I couldn't vote in the like in any of the ones before this one. This is my first one, but out of the last one and this one, I just don't like the candidates, right? So we'll just have to see, I guess. I don't know. I'm just kind of going on a random tangent here, and like the way that I was always, I guess, brought up, or the way I've always thought is that every politician's kind of crooked. It's just part of like the job, right? I mean, and I'm not gonna say that that's true, but I feel like everybody's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like everybody kind of knows it by now that almost every politician's pretty crooked, and that's just part of their job. I mean, they kind of have to be too at that point because it's just how things work. I mean, whenever you're in that position of power, you got to do things for the greater good that are just not right. And I mean, I don't want to say, that either of the candidates are crooked now, and I don't want to talk bad about either of them because I don't want to seem biased towards either side. But I mean, you just got to be honest with yourself. Like, to be at that position, you've got to have done something shady, right? I feel like it's pretty much everybody knows this. So it's like, I just don't really want a president that's super experienced in politics, you know what I mean? And that was the whole thing with, I feel like, Donald Trump's first campaign anyway. But the thing is, he may not have been, but he was kind of like, he just seems kind of crooked. I mean, when you're at that level, I would vote for someone that was middle class before they ran, and that is like ex-military, because that's my big thing is, if you're not like ex-military, then I probably won't want to vote for you anyway, just because I feel like if you're going to be the commander-in-chief in charge of who gets blown up and who doesn't, then you got to have seen the impacts for like firsthand of your actions. You know what I mean? Like, people like that, that's what bothers me about a lot of leaders, is they just hide behind the desk. They don't know what's really going on. They don't know the impact of their actions, and I just think that's a big thing for me. But it's all opinionated, and I'm not going to judge you for who you vote for. I'm not going to like hate you for your politics. I'm not going to think any less of you for voting for Trump or for voting for Biden. It literally makes no difference to me. I just think, for me, I don't really care, and I don't think either of them are really good candidates, to be quite honest with you. But it is what it is, and one of them is going to be our president for another 4 years. So I guess vote if you want to, don't, but I'm telling you, basically, you don't have to vote if you don't want to. Like, everybody's kind of like peer pressuring everybody into voting, but if you seriously don't believe in anybody that you're voting for and you don't like either candidate, then I guess don't vote for them, right? But I don't know, it's all an opinionated thing. It's just a way to think about things. Don't take it too serious, but that's all I had to talk about today, because there's like literally nothing going on. So I'll see you guys later. I think that's all I talk about. Peace out.